Welcome back, everybody. Robert with Occupancy Boost. You know, when I start working with a new property, their Yelp listings, photos, and content are outdated over 80% of the time. A lot of the properties I start working with have the incorrect property name on their Yelp listing. And I think a big reason for this is the property owners don't understand how to go in there and update this information. Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you how simple it is to claim your listing on Yelp, update your information, and even change the name of your property if it's incorrect. Stay tuned. I'm going to switch screens and show you how to get this done. Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to this page here, business.yelp.com, business.yelp.com. And all the links that I give you guys today, I'm going to have descriptions. I'm going to have the links down in the description so you guys can click on them if you want to follow me along in this video. So business.yelp.com, and you're going to just log in here to your extranet. Now, if you do not have an extranet, which I'm assuming most people watching this video do not, if you don't have an extranet account for Yelp, it's very easy to do. You just go here to biz.yelp.com/signup. Okay, and easy to just take a couple seconds. Just need your first name, last name, email address, and password. Once you get that, stay logged in, and then you're going to want to go to the search page for Yelp. So you're going to go to yelp.com/search. So let's just search for a hotel, and I'm just going to use an example. Let's say the name of our property is Executive Inn. And I'm searching in Houston, Texas. You can see the city right here is Houston, Texas. So over here to the left, I'm just going to type in Executive Inn. So the name of our hotel that we want to, get added to our extranet is Executive Inn. And we're going to look for that property here. Now, once you type that in, you're going to get a list of all the Executive Inns in this area. Now, Houston's a big city. So there's a lot of properties named Executive Inn. And you can see, I'm scrolling through here, there's several. You're going to want to go through these and you're going to want to check, obviously to see which one is yours. Now let's just see where we can find, there really isn't anything in here called Executive Inn except this one right here. There's several that are Executive Inn and Suites. So let's just click on this. Let's assume that, let's say this is the picture of you're sure this is the picture of your hotel. When you click on that, the property that you want to add to your extranet, and you're going to want to scroll down here to the address. See this address right here? Make sure that that address matches the address to your property. You don't want to claim a property that is not associated with the hotel that you're representing. And I've seen this happen before. There can be incorrect pictures from for one property on another property. So don't assume that this is your property until you verify that this address is correct and this is yours. Now, let's just say, for example, this is your property. Well, we found it. It's Executive Inn. See this little button down here that says unclaimed? You're going to want to click on that, and it's going to take you to this page right here. It's going to ask you to verify that you're the owner, or that you're basically that you want to add this property to your extranet. It's going to give you a couple different options here. It's going to ask you to receive a text. Now, if you're a property that can't accept text messages, if you're a landline, obviously this isn't going to work for you. If it's a text, it's going to be a lot easier for you to do if you're able to receive texts at this number. You can receive a code at the business email address. So if you have the business email address that was used to sign up this property onto Yelp, not your Yelp account, but this particular property, this Executive Inn, you're going to want to click on that, or you can answer a phone call. Now, if you click on answer a phone call, what they're going to do, I just clicked on that. It says, we will call you, and they're going to give you the phone number and ask you to enter a code on your phone's keypad. So they're going to call the property, they're going to give you a code, and you're going to punch that in. Now, what can happen here, and I've had this happen several times, if your property has an automated answering machine, and you're unable to receive a text, and the email address is not associated with the property, if you don't have access to that email address anymore, then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to call Yelp Support. And the phone number you're going to want to call is 855-380-9357. That's their support number. They're very helpful. They're going to answer the phone. You might have to wait for a while, but once they get on the phone, they're going to give you direction on how to get access to your property. So if you have an automated answering service for your property, you're not going to be able to accept that code. That's what you're going to have to do. The other thing that you could run into is the property it could say claimed right here. And let me kind of show you what that looks like. I'm going to type in Hilton Garden Inn because I know that the Hilton Garden Inns are already claimed. And let's hit search. And I'm just showing you guys, this is an example of what it looks like when a property's claimed. So this Hilton Garden Inn, let's just click on this first one here. You want to scroll down and see how it says claimed. This property's already been claimed. If you scroll over it, it says this business is eligible to be claimed by a local representative in addition to corporate. So kind of gives you some direction there. If you click on it, it's going to ask you to receive a text, receive a business email, or answer a call. Now, let's go back there to what that said. Let me kind of show you guys what that means. It says this business is eligible to be claimed by a local representative in addition to corporate. So what they're saying is more than one person can have access to this property. So you're trying to claim access for this property. Somebody else already has access to it. If you already know who that is, that's fine. If you're working for, obviously if you have a partner that also has access, or you're working for a company that also has access, which would be this case, you can go ahead and claim it too. You just need to go through the same procedure as I showed you, just a little bit ago, where you either receive a text or you're going to receive the phone call or the business email. And again, you can call that number that I just mentioned. Now, if you run into a situation where you cannot find your property, if your property doesn't show up in a search anywhere, what you can do is you can type in the search box here, look for the old name of your property. Sometimes hotels are, renovated and they change names, or they're sold and they change names, and the Yelp listing could actually be under an old name. So you're going to want to go back to the name of the property that, the name of the property before it changed names, and you're going to want to type that in and see if you can find it. And obviously you're going to want to look it up by the address as well. So very, very important. Now, if you can't find your property anywhere, you have the option of adding your hotel to Yelp. So you can add your hotel, and where you go to do that is you just go to biz.yelp.com/add a location, and you gotta type it out like it says here with the dashes for add a location. You can add you got to be signed into your account to do this, your Extranet account. You just start typing in the information, and you can kind of set your hotel up from scratch, or your property. Anybody can do this, restaurant, what have you. If you do need help with this, they'll walk you through it, or they'll help you with this over the phone. And there's a phone number down here. They kind of people will give you guidance. So if you can't find your property online, and you want to add them to Yelp, you certainly have the choice to do that just by going to this page here. Now, once you've found your property and you've claimed it and it shows up, this is what it's going to look like. Now, you can see I have 11 properties under Yelp. So obviously I have a business where I help properties, increase their occupancy. And for 11 different properties, I've had to get on the Yelp page, claim it, and update it. So I've done this quite a bit. So this is a property that I'm working in, the Scottish Inn and Suites. And on the left-hand side here, this is the extranet. And the left-hand side here, you can see all the different icons of different things you can get to. Now, a lot of this stuff you have to pay extra. You have to be a subscribed member to do this. I'm not really going to go into that in this video. This is just for basics. If people want to update their page information, or they want to, change the name of their property, what have you. And kind of let me go back there and show you what it looks like, or let me show you here what it looks like if you want to change the name of your property. The only areas you can go to is this business information here. Let me scroll down a little bit more. Let me show you this business information tab here, the reviews, and the photos and videos. So you can change your business information, your content. You can answer reviews that you get from Yelp customers, or you can delete or add photos, or you can even add videos here. And I think, for the properties that I work with, that's been enough. I really have not really looked into advertising on Yelp. I don't really, in my opinion, for the properties I'm working with, it's not really an area where the owners want to spend money. They'd rather spend money on other types of advertising, like doing promotions on Booking.com and Expedia. But Yelp isn't anything that I've ever explored. But if you want to, you're more than welcome to click on any of these other boxes, and it'll take you to an area that kind of gives you an overview of how they can do it for subscribed paying members, how they can help you increase your business volume for your property or whatever kind of establishment that you're working with here on Yelp. So let's go to this first section here, this business information. Like I said, this is the content section of the Yelp page. Now, one thing, if your property is incorrectly named, let's say you find your property online under the old name and it's switched names to a different property, you can go right here and you can click on this edit button right here, and you can actually update the name of your property. Okay. So that is a nice option for you to go in there. And obviously it's something you want to do is you want to change the name of your property. And you just kind of scroll through here, all your amenities, your hours of operation. I've already done all that for this property. It doesn't really give you too many choices. You can edit your summary of your property, so on and so forth. It's not going to give you a lot of choices unless you're a paying member. But in my opinion, you do not need that much. From this area, you can also look at all your photos, and you can update your photos. Now, another area that you can update your photos is right here on the left-hand side. It says photos and videos. You can update your photos here. And what you can do is you can go through and you can delete any old photos, which is what I did for this property. Just by scrolling over it and hitting that trash can, you can delete any old photos. And you can also upload new photos by just going to this plus sign and uploading photos that you've taken of your property or that you have on hand, and kind of clean up your listing that way. So, yeah, you can also answer reviews here in the left-hand side, any customers that leave reviews for your property. So that is pretty much about it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section of this video. I've got a lot more videos coming out that are going to be going over different areas. Most of my videos go over the extranets of Booking.com and Expedia, but I'm going to start diving into some other areas that I have, get a lot of questions about, and things that I've had to work with in addition to Booking.com and Expedia, just like Yelp here. So I hope this cleared up some confusion for you guys. Please subscribe to my channel. I've got a lot more videos coming out, like I said, and please like this page. It definitely helps with my viewership. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.